All right, let's go over crude oil. Gerald can do a video real quick. Thanks, Gerald. Let's go over crude oil. There's only two waves that we look for on J signal, okay? Only two ways we look for. We look for a motive wave and a corrective wave. Now, the key to J signal is this. Now, I'll go over J signal. We know what to look for coming up on crude. I'll tell you that in a second. But there's two wave patterns. There's a motive wave and a corrective wave. Motive wave will be the 5-minute trend. We have a trend filter built in. A trend filter built in. The best thing to do is I just put the trend filter on the 5-sim Renko. Right here's your longer time frame. You see these moving averages here. You can overlay them on the longer term chart on the 5-sim. You don't need to overlay them on the 3-sim because it's a smaller time frame. But we've been in a hard downtrend, in other words. Look at these black moving averages over here. It's the same that we have on J signal, the filter. We're in a hard downtrend. There's no doubt. So if you break through LVA, the first is a motive wave. Motive waves are going to be your best waves. It's going to be a 5-minute trend. 5-minute trend is down. You want to break. You want to retest and take the first J signal short. Now, you're allowed to come all the way up to this black line. You're allowed to come all the way to this black line. That's called my line in the sand. You're allowed to come all the way up there and still get a first short retracement, right? But I prefer if it stops right on market profile or near it or doesn't break back inside of it because that means the market's really, really weak. Okay, so that's a motive wave with 5-minute trend. What happens when you get to session lows? When can you counter trend trade the market? You're not allowed to counter trend trade the market at all in these black charts. These black charts, you cannot counter trend trade at all. We're coming off of a number 1 on crude right now, over here on the bottom left at 83. But you cannot counter trend trade. I'll go over that in a second. You cannot counter trend trade the black charts. It's got to be the 5-minute trend only. If the moving averages are down, we're in a hard downtrend. You can only sell red, volume profile, sell red, price profile. You cannot counter trend trade the black charts. You can counter trend trade J signal. And the only time you can do it is called a corrective wave. So I got a motive wave that's with 5-minute trend filter. Moving averages down. You can only take a break, retest with market profile. But when can you take a counter trend trade? The only time you can take it is when you get back inside a low value area on your own Ninja charts. And that's right here. Look how we got back inside. Here is the setup. You got back inside of LVA. But that's not good enough. Just because I get back inside of LVA, if it comes down to LVA, I'm not going to take a buy. I got to let J signal trend change with it. J signal trend changes inside of it. So you take the first retracement long. There's your fib dot. There's your arrow. There's your triangle order imbalance. Nice, easy target after at 8 o'clock this morning. Really easy target from the 64. Got as high as the 81. Really easy trade this morning, okay, off the corrective wave. Very simple to do. So we have two wave patterns. We have a motive wave with 5-minute trend. See how we broke through. Here was a tell. There was a tell that we're getting a short right here is a tell. Broke through LVA. That's your tell. There's your tell for an ABC short. There's your tell for an ABC long. Okay? So that's J signal. Very simple. Very easy to understand. Now, how about these black charts? What you want to do on the black charts, you cannot counter trend trade the black charts. You can't do it. You're not allowed to counter trend trade the black charts. Here, it got up to LVA and HV in a downtrend because you're allowed to sell it, but we never got a pull-in bar. Then it closed above. Without a pull-in bar, it closed above. We did not get a pull-in bar on the 3-sim, so that was no trade. Once it closes above by a body of the candle, above HVA, you can't take it short. So that was a no trade this morning at 7:30. Then look what it does. Stops exactly on my profile. Now, what you do is, once it stops on profile, it's got to come within 2 ticks, maximum 3 ticks of that profile. Remember, you can't counter trend trade with the black charts. So I don't care if this moving average is crossed over here because it does it before it anyway, because I know my magenta moving average, look at that angle. It's been we're in a hard downtrend all morning. So it comes up, we don't get a pull-in bar here, then it finally closes outside. You can't take a pull-in if the body of the candle closes outside before a pull-in bar. Never got it. Then we come up and test HVA. Now we're allowed to take a pull-in bar and short the market. How do you do it? What you do is you come over to your 3-sim Renko. Right when it hits, volume profile or price, whichever one comes first. If they're within 10 ticks, take the outer edge. So when it comes up to it, which it did right here, Green bars, green bar, green bars. We don't look at the green bars or red bars. We wait for a doji, which is a plus sign, or a spinning top. Dojis will be plus, spinning tops will be blue, so there's a spinning top. And then you are going to came within 2 ticks of it. You look for a body of the candle close below the spinning top. I mean the doji or spinning top. There it is. There's your body of the candle. That's your exact bar entry right here. Oops. Exactly where you get shorter, number 1. That's a number 1 trade off the black charts. Sell the first test of high value area in a downtrend. Sell the first test of high value area, a price or volume profile, the first one it comes to. If they're within 10 ticks, take the outer edge. If they're not within 10 ticks, it's the first one that comes to. There's your number 1 short, exact bar entry. Now your stop is going to be a hard, no more than 15 tick stop. I say you use 13 ticks. I don't see why you need more than a 13 tick stop on number 1 trades. I wouldn't risk more than $130 on number 1 trades. Okay? So that's the number 1. So we've had 2 qualified trades. If you logged in here since 7:30 this morning, we are now 2 for 2 on my methodology. My methodology states this. If you log in at 7:30, which I suggest you don't log in later than 7:45, I get in here at 7:30 because we trade futures. We're not stock traders. We are futures traders. You see me playing around with the chart sometimes at 6 o'clock in the morning here, move my mouse around, 6:30, been here earlier, looking at my charts, trying to get a feel for the market, So you don't want to log in later than 7:30, 7:45. So 7:45 to 10:30 suffice in the morning. A lot of times you're done by 9 a.m. in the morning. You get in here at 7:30. You get some action in the futures market before the New York opens up at 9:30 Eastern, and you get done by 9 a.m. You don't have to trade this all the way up to 4 o'clock. Get in here around 7:30, latest 7:45. Look at your markets. Get ready to go. 7:45, 8 o'clock. Usually the market heats up. You're going to start getting trades around 7:40, 7:45, 7:50 in gold pre-news. And then crude slowly picks up just after that. So get in here and get to work. So we have 2 trades this morning that are qualified. Gerald, you can shut this off in a minute. We had a corrective wave. That's an exact entry. Corrective wave right here. And then we had a number 1 short. Okay, so really good. 2 for 2 here this morning so far. And also, symmetry dots are an overall target where you must scale. But you need to have an automated done that says, hey, I'm taking this out at 10 ticks. If I get filled at 74, I come down to 64, I should be filled at 10 ticks, right? So 8 to 10 ticks first target. If you're new in the trading room, is a good one, and then try to let the runner run. Okay? So that's how we do it. There's black chart trades, which we only have 2 setups over here on the black charts. Very easy. Very simple. You can't counter trend trade the black chart, so it makes life really easy. If I'm in a downtrend, I just look at my red dots, which is volume and price profile. And whichever one it comes to first within 2 ticks, I look for a pull-in bar. And that's all there is to it. Nothing else to think about, right? Because you can't counter the black. Now, J signal's different. J signal says I can take a counter trend trade, but only if I get back inside a profile. If I get back inside a profile, I can take a corrective wave up. And you traders this morning, I just want to say congratulations again because you guys are trading it correctly. Earl, good job. David, good job. Pat, good job. Larry, good job. Adele, good job. You're trading the market correctly. You're letting the market give you what it's showing you to trade, right? Don't think about this stuff, guys and gals. Market profiles work for 30 years. You're not smarter than market profile. I'm not smarter than market profile. We're not trying to guess where the market's going to do. We're not guessing. All we're doing is when we buy and sell and pull that trigger and put our money at risk every day, we have to put ourselves in the highest probability position every single day, or we can't trade because we know we're going to have losers. Everybody has losers. Even some of the top traders in the world and hedge funds, they have losers. All we can do is keep our losers small, but when we pull that trigger, it's got to put ourselves in the highest probability trade, and that's all we can do. And we don't know how far it's going to run, so we scale. We try to let the runner run as much as possible to the opposite side of market profile. That's all we can do as traders. So since we got these setups that have worked for 30 years, the number 1, number 3, go back to profile since 1985 and see. Go back to the old charts. Look at them. It's worked the same exact way on LVA and HVA off the value areas, the 1 and number 3. So we got to learn just 2 setups in the room off the black charts. There's number 1, number 2, or number 3, sorry, with trend only. And then with J signal, very simple. You got to play it off market profile. You have to let profile set the trade up on J signal, or you do not trade J signal. You don't trade these trades all the way down here. You not, even though they work, you don't take this signal right here. You don't take this signal down here. You're not taking these signals. We're smarter than that. We want to trade right around market profile to catch rolling position traders. You don't take trades like this, or you're going to get stopped out. You don't take every J signal. These are stops where the pink is. These are stop trades. You don't take trades like that. You take trades that are just now breaking through profile in the first retracement. You take trades here, right? These are trades. First break of LVA retest. First break of LVA retest on a corrective. Okay? And that's what we got consistently do.